Okay, Gluttony. First tag him so we have full control of where he is. Then you're gonna experiment his first easily avoided attack. That's 2 side swipes and 2 ground pounces. All you have to do is stay at the very back and he cannot hit you. Go in when he hits the last ground pound to get a few good shots, and then you reposition in the middle and get ready for his second attack. So start dodging those. Quite easily avoidable if you know what you're doing. Then he's gonna maybe stand up like this. That's his third attack. All you do is just walk around the corners, and he cannot hit you normally. And this is one of the clues to get a good attack him in, is use the glaive, so he cannot hit you, and you can get in a 3 easy points to damage him without getting close and without getting damage. And here he is again with a side swipe and a ground pound. And every time he's done with that, I step in again to get a few free shots at him. And here you can see, if you can time this right, you can throw the glaive without getting hit like I did there, and just walk around and throw the glaive and do some small damage points to him every time. So you're really not in the position to get hurt. Now as he goes back wide again, just jump back, take no damage, and I think this time he only ground pounds. No, he does it twice. Sometimes he just does it once. So each time I reposition myself in the middle afterwards to get his easily avoided attacks, and this one is the clue to everything that makes it a lot easier. If you have the force hollow on, and you can just stand there and use the glaive, because his vacuum effect can really not suck you in unless you are really close. And as you see, you can hit him sometimes if you're lucky twice with the glaive, on once on the return and once when you throw it. So this makes the fight a lot more manageable, because you take away the vacuum effect. It really is the one that takes a lot of damage on your health. So you can almost always stand on the outskirts and just tuck away at this health, and don't worry too much. Here again, try to balance it, and you can throw it and have some sort of rhythm to it, so you don't have to get hit sometimes. Again, you see the glaive is just chucking away at his life, and it's really a safe way of doing it in most difficulties at all. This is the... no, he still does 2 pounds there. I don't recall there was one where he did 1. And then just chuck in the glaive when you have the chance once in a while. So every time he does the big one, you just reposition in the middle and try to dodge him and get a few good dodges and attack him. And this one you just run around, throw the glaive, and just pay attention to the glaive, because it takes quite a bit time to get it back, so you know when you can instantly throw again. And I always do some sort of easy way of me fighting this. I always dodge to the right, because that's a lot easier. So if that's going to help you, you can probably do that as well. And you only have to take away half his life, but then you go to the phase 2, and this is really the most annoying phase. The other one is a bit more easy. So you can consistently come to phase 2 each time if you just follow these pretty rudimentary steps, so you don't have to get in harm's way too much, and especially when you negate the vacuum effect that he has. So the glaive is really underutilized by a lot of people when I see some people play. It's really good way of staying a bit more cautious and getting some good damage done. And I really don't have it upgraded a lot, only to +2 I think or something. I will show the stats later in the video. So there you see, now we come into the phase 2. You will consistently get to phase 2 every time if you just follow these steps and be cautious, because then it just takes a bit time, but still a bit annoying, but it's a lot better than dying 100 times if you have trouble with this boss. This phase is also a bit annoying, but it's pretty rudimentary to what you're supposed to do. There are 2 craters that release those magma charges, one on each side, and you just have to get him into his open gape when he does the vacuum effect. There you see one on the left. And all you really have to do is dodge and stay alive. And what I was not able to figure out immediately is that to trigger him starting the vacuum sequence, you have to get a bit close to him, and then just backpedal till you get to... you hear the sonic boom, like the bombshells from the water when they emerge, and then you just go back to him. Like here I go to the left and I hear the ping, and then I drag it towards him. Sadly it doesn't go into his mouth this time because it stops him, but that's just the basic gist of how you're supposed to do it. So you just have to be patient and make sure that you get the clues, and then you move towards him to make him trigger the vacuum effect, and then you move back. And I don't turn around, I just go for the audio clues to hear the magma crater just blowing up one of the bombs so you can get it into his mouth. There's really no point in hitting anything or doing, just wait for the sequence to get started so you can get one of those magma bombs into him. I think this one is the first one I get in. Hear the audio cue, and then you see it going in, and then just walk towards him to make sure it goes straight in. You only need 2 of those, so it's really just be cautious and stay alive and just dash through everything and dodge until you get those 2 little explosions in him, and then you're basically done. Yep, there we go, and that's the last one. So this is an easy way and pretty straightforward to just be pretty cautious and just chuck away at his health and then get him done instead of trying to be too aggressive and die a lot of times, because he is really one of the most annoying bosses. But if you follow this step and if you just do it this way, it's rather easy. You should do it in a couple of goes, or maybe the first even time. And then I will show you the stats. Like I said, I have nothing special, I'm not high level, I'm not very well geared or something at all. I just used the standard weapon because I think that's the one you use and has the best range. So the first regular weapon I think I have +7, and then I have the glaive at +2, and that's about it. Other than that, I just have even stats and yeah, nothing special at all. So this should really be a good way of getting him down if you're struggling with this boss. Anyway, good luck and have fun.